Hey everyone, welcome to my second episode of my Turbografx-16 Complete Collection Journal. Last time I left you guys with 12 Turbografx-16 games, and this time I'm going to let you guys see how many I collected in the past 5 weeks. I hope you guys enjoy it and you will see how much my collection has grown. Last time I kind of gave a spoiler that I had picked up 6 more after I had filmed the last episode, but let's see if I continue on after the 6 more, so let's see if my total actually went past 18. Let's get ready into my collection. So before I start this video off, I would like to thank a couple of guys on Facebook and social media who really helped me out. Wes Kane, Dan Richards, and I believe it's Aaron Griffith, who has his own store. I'll put the link down below or in the description. I couldn't have had my collection get this high without these guys. They gave me great deals. I know Aaron is a reseller. I know a lot of people hate resellers, but he gave me way below price charting prices, so I really gotta give a shout out to him. But before I get into my collection, let me show you guys what Aaron actually sold me at a great deal. I was able to get the Turbo Stick box. It has the styrofoam and everything. I don't believe there's a manual inside, but this was a great pickup for me, you know, especially this gives me that arcade feel when I'm able to play the Turbografx-16 games, especially the shoot 'em up games. So now let's get into my collection. You know, last time I left you guys with 12 games, and here we go with number 13, and it's a TV sports basketball. It's not a great basketball game. It's probably the worst basketball game I've ever played, and I played a lot of them. I'm a big basketball fan, and I have to tell you, this is probably worse than the Bill Laimbeer or the Barkley game. Barkley game wasn't even too bad. It was just a ripoff of NBA Jam, but this is by far the worst basketball game I've ever played. Next up is another sports game for the Turbografx-16. It was the only baseball game released, and we're talking about World Class Baseball. It has no licensing, of course, like the other TV sports, and this baseball game was actually fairly decent. I can't complain, but it didn't just match up to what the NES had to offer, and you know, the NES had a lot of baseball games, and Tecmo Baseball, and RBI Baseball, and probably Baseball Stars are probably my top 3 baseball games in the NES. Oh, and I forgot about Bases Loaded. So, but this one didn't live up to that type, but it's not bad. It's the only baseball game, the only one. So if you're looking into baseball, this is your only chance at collecting something in the Turbografx-16. Next up is a game I wasn't really expecting to like, but I actually did. I'm not a big golf fan, and we're talking about Power Golf. It's very realistic. It's not quite as fun as Hot Shots Golf on the PlayStation, but I did enjoy it. It was a little hard to understand at first, but once I got going, Power Golf wasn't that bad. I did like it. It's not a bad pickup. Another game I picked up, this one I got off of eBay. I was able to get it for a great price. You know, it was one of those games that ended in like at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was off that day, so I was able to pick it up, and we're talking about Bucky Boy. Bucky Boy is pretty fun. I did enjoy it. It kind of got boring after a while. It was so repetitive, especially as the game got harder. You know, it's just not something I could put hours into because there's so many stages, so many levels into it. But it was pretty fun though when I first started playing it. So it's something I can enjoy for a short period of time, but not for a long time. Next up is a game I was disappointed about, with. It has a bad reputation, but I did expect to like it. I thought it was going to be like Shadowgate on the NES, but this might be one of the worst games that's not a sports game on the Turbografx-16, and I'm talking about Double Dungeon. It did have like that Shadowgate type feel at first, but as I kept playing, it wasn't it. You know, I can't even, I don't want to give a full review on this game, but it's not a great game, guys. It was really terrible. I was bored out of my mind, and I probably lasted like 30 minutes. I kept trying to give it a shot, but I just couldn't, so I don't know if I'll even ever play this again. Sorry, it really lived up to its expectations. Next on my collection is a racing game, and we're talking about Final Lap Twin. This was different. You know, like as far as racing games, it actually had like a RPG mode where you can go into town, other towns and stuff, and race other people and build your car up. So that was actually a little interesting to see. I wasn't too fond of it, but I did play it for quite a while. It's not a bad game at all, and it's something that you can get pretty affordable on eBay. I saw it go for like $10 to $15, you know, complete with the manual and the case, so that's not bad. If you're looking for a decent racing game or for something different from racing, Final Lap Twin is what I suggest. Another racing game I was able to get, this one I got dirt cheap for like $6, man, on someone on Facebook, I believe. I got it for Victory Run. This one I did enjoy. I didn't get a chance to play this one too much, but I think I'm gonna enjoy this one quite a bit. I saw Final Lap Twin, and this one people were arguing which one was better, but so far I would say Victory Run's on top, but of course I haven't had too much time to play it, so definitely I'm gonna try to give it some more time. Next up is a game that has quite a pretty good reputation on the Turbografx-16, but it wasn't a game I wasn't too fond of. But then again, I didn't play it as much. A lot of these games I haven't had a chance to play too much with the holidays and everything, and you know, but we're talking about Bloody Wolf. I did give it a good shot. I got to like the second stage and then I had to turn it off, but so far I just didn't really get into it. You know, I can't say because I'm comparing it to Contra or something, but it did have like a Contra type feel to it, but maybe I need to give it another shot. Bloody Wolf though, added to my collection. Next up is a game that really has a pretty good reputation and it lived up to it. Military Madness. It's very strategic, you know, as far as like attacking and defending. You want to be on high ground, so I did like that portion of the game. It seemed very realistic. I didn't like how the men were fighting against the tank, and sometimes the men were actually destroying the tanks when they had low numbers, but other than that, it was very fun. It's very strategic. The game got really hard pretty quick, so I'm gonna have to play it some more so I can get better at it and be prepared on how I'm gonna be strategic with it. Alright, then we have a game that I guess is the Ninja Gaiden of the Turbografx-16, and we're talking about Ninja Spirit. Now this game I did enjoy. It's very fun. I loved it. I loved how you were able to get 2 different shadows of yourself and upgrade your weapon. The game was not that hard to me. I beat it fairly quick and fairly easy, but it's something I'm definitely gonna have to play again and try to see what else I can learn from it and see if there's any hidden stuff or bonus mats. And it's a great game on the Turbo. I gotta definitely recommend Ninja Spirit. Then I had picked up a game called Dungeon Explorer. I have not played this game yet. I heard it's like Gauntlet, so I'm definitely anxious to play it, and I really got it for a great price, guys. I see this game go for like $20–30 on eBay a lot, and I actually got it for about $8, so that was a steal. I couldn't grab it. You know, the manual has some writing on it and everything, but for the most part, it's in pretty good condition. So I gotta go with. I had to pick this up. You know. Believe it or not, some of you guys are going to get upset with me because I have not played this yet, and it has the reputation of being the best shoot 'em up on the Turbografx-16, and we're talking about Blazing Laser. Gotta give thanks to Wes Kane. He gave me a great deal on this. I have not played it yet. My friend played it for quite a while, and that's where I was able to get the video capture of it, and he was so into it, man. He said it was a great game and it lives up to a reputation. So Blazing Laser, I'm glad to have it. Then we have, I was so excited I was able to get this next game. It's the Mascot, and we're talking about Bonks. I never played Bonks on the NES, which was very surprising. So playing this was the first time I ever got to play it on any system, and I'm so glad I got to play it on the system that it was the mascot for, and we're talking about Bonks Adventure. I had so much fun playing this. I need to play some more because I know there's some things I missed along the way. I didn't beat it yet, but I got really far in it, so I can't wait to play the second one as well. Speaking of the second one, I did pick up Bonks Revenge. So I have not played this one yet either, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be either an improvement or maybe a slight downgrade from the original, so I can't wait to play this one. I yet to have the third one, but I do got Bonks Revenge. Very excited about that. Then this one I got a great deal, another game from Wes Kane on Facebook. I see this game go for like $60 to $80, and it didn't have the manual, but it did have the original case, jewel case, and it has the game inside, and we're talking about Devil's Crush. And I did play the heck out of this one, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm not a big pinball person. I didn't grow up playing pinball, but this is by far the best pinball game I've ever played on a console. I'm not gonna compare a console to an original cabinet, but this is by far the best one. It is better than Alien Crush. I like it. It's a great game, you guys. If you're a pinball person, gotta go with Devil's Crush. Then this is the only one I was not able to get a case for or a manual, but I couldn't pass it up on the price I got it for because I see this game go for over $100 on eBay and Amazon. And I was a huge fan of this cartoon. I was also a huge fan of the NES game, and we're talking about Mr. Darkwing Duck. Darkwing, I'm not going to comment on it because this will be actually my first review that I'm going to do on the Turbografx-16, so y'all stay tuned for that. And last but not least, the last game I was able to pick up for my Turbografx is something that the multi-tap crew have talked about. We may do something with this. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what. And it is the only Tengen game to be released on the Turbografx. So I'm very excited to have Clax. I can't really elaborate too much on Clax. I got some footage of it on here, and I will save that for another day involving with my multi-tap crew. So y'all stay tuned for that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my collection. It's been a long 5 weeks, you know, and you see I picked up a lot of games. I'm hoping to get all 98 released for the Turbografx-16. That's just the Hue car. I haven't got into the CDs. I'm really thinking about getting a PC Engine Dual R. So that's something I'm very kind of pushing for, but we'll see if I'm able to get one before Christmas or maybe after the holidays. So y'all stay tuned for that. So that now leaves me at 29 games for my Turbografx-16 collection. I still got ways to go, but in a 8 weeks period I think I've been collecting now, 29 is not bad, you know. I still got ways to go, still gonna be hunting, and I want to thank the Facebook guys out there and the social media. If you guys see a great deal on these Turbografx-16 games, you know, shoot me a message, leave a comment. I'm out there, I'm hunting, guys. I may have to slow down this month with Christmas, you know, but I'll definitely get back and try beginning of 2015. Y'all stay tuned for episode 3.